All right, it is May the 15th, 2024. This is the very first video that I'm posting on this channel, Sobriety Project. And the channel was originally going to be a channel about alcoholism. And it can be. But there is a different problem that I've had for a long time now. And that is the abuse of a substance called Kratom. Kratom, however you want to pronounce it. I call it Kratom, and that's what I'm going to call it through this video. Before I go on, let me make it very clear. I'm not against the regulation. I'm not against the banning of this substance at all. I think it should be legal. I don't think that the government should be involved in making this substance illegal or scheduled. So, to drive that point home, my father, who's had 2 hip replacements, 2 knee surgeries, surgeries on both shoulders, 2 back injuries, severe pain. He's in a lot of pain. He gave up alcohol. He gave up all his pain medications. He was taking Percocets or oxycodones, whatever he was taking over the years that was really, really messing him up. He wasn't the same person. And he discovered Kratom. I think the last thing he was taking was Tramadol. He got off all that stuff. He takes Kratom. And he is doing so much better. He takes it responsibly. He takes it when he feels like he needs it for pain. He doesn't take it in scoopfuls of this powder like I did. My mother was diagnosed with fibromyalgia years ago, was on a fentanyl patch, and taking oxycodones. Back when oxycodones were a big thing. I don't know if they still are. Hydrocodone, whatever she was taking. She got off all that. Takes Kratom. Is doing great. It's been a lifesaver for them. So do I advocate the banning of Kratom? Absolutely not. No, I don't. Am I against the misuse and abuse of this substance of Kratom? Absolutely. If you want to abuse it and you want to use it every day and you want to use it in higher and higher doses, you know, that's a choice that somebody makes. And but it's a life of misery. And I'm feeling that misery right now. I am on day 1 and I don't feel great. I don't feel well. I did not sleep well last night because yesterday I took my last dose early in the morning. And as you know, and if you're a Kratom user and you abuse it, as you know, it doesn't last long. Within a few hours, you're back to you're back into a state of withdrawal, and you got to redose. So, no, I started withdrawing yesterday. Last night was a hellish night. Restless legs, couldn't sleep. I use a Fitbit actually. Check my sleep pattern. It's awful. Low sleep score, frequent waking, very, very little REM and deep sleep. And I'm feeling it today. Really feeling it today. Whew. And I have tried to get off of Kratom for 8 years. That's how long I've been on it. I've been on it for 8 years. Started off great. It started off as like a this benign substance. It's related to the coffee plant. The coffee plant. It was no big deal. I just found it online actually. This is 8 years ago. It wasn't near as popular back then. It was around, but not near as popular as it is now. I took a dose of it, and it felt like I took a couple of Tramadols or Percocets or something. I was like, this is great. I took it once, twice, didn't take it a lot, and then it hit me. It just hit me like a bus, and I started taking it every day. I would order the little small bags. I don't know how many grams. It was a small bag though. A bag that at this point wouldn't have lasted me 2 hours. Back then it lasted me, several days. But as the tolerance went up, I started taking more and more and more, and I started trying to reach that peak, trying to get that high. And the more I took, you reach that high and you reach that plateau, and you start going down and you start seeing that curve. And you want to take more to keep that going, but it never works. After a while, it stops working. I tried to quit, 2017, 18, every year till now, from, I guess, since 2016, 17. I guess it's been over 8 years now. I don't know. Can't think straight right now. It's a very, very, very difficult video to make, by the way. Very difficult. Very difficult, very embarrassing, actually, to put this on out there for people to see. But it needs to be done. It needs to be done. So Kratom made me feel emotionless. I used to work out all the time. I used to ride my bike all the time. I was mountain biking. I was road biking. I was doing so many things. I was saving money. I was working, saving money and being smart. And when I got on Kratom, all that went out the window. All that went out the window. My bikes are in the garage collecting dust. I rarely ever go to the gym anymore. Motivation is at a near zero. You know why? Because when you abuse Kratom, and I'm going to stress that, when you abuse Kratom, you're content with doing nothing. You're content with just sitting in my office right here, playing video games, not doing shit. And that is what has happened to me as an addict and an abuser of this substance. And I'm married. My wife is aware of the addiction. She didn't think anything about it until later on, and she started saying, Dan, you don't seem right anymore. You're not intimate anymore. You don't do anything anymore. It kills, for a man, it kills your sex drive. It just makes you, it just numbs you. It's awful. And again, that's when you abuse it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and I will make more videos. It's really hard for me not to be really emotional right now, because when you're off Kratom, been off of it for a little over 24 hours now, you're just hit with all the emotions of like, why did I behave that way? Why did I spend so much money on this stuff? Why? So I'm going to go ahead and end this. This is day 1 of Kratom Withdrawal. And I'm going to get through my day today. Thankfully, I'm off through Sunday, actually. So I've got, a few days here to kind of get through the worst of it. Will I be over it? Probably not. Will it be better? Yes, absolutely. And for all of you out there who are abusing this and want to get off of it, if you happen to stumble on this video, it's probably because you realize you have a problem with it. I encourage you, stick with it. Stick with it. Don't give up. Don't go to other substances. Don't turn to alcohol, or if you turn to alcohol, you're going to get back on Kratom. Because you're going to have a hangover one morning and you're going to say, F it, I'm going to go get Kratom. Stick with it. Stay busy. And all this will be for another video. I'll give some, I'm not experienced enough right now. But as far as going through long term, but I have gone through a lot of withdrawals over the last 8 years trying to quit. So I will tell you that. I have gone through a lot. And just in case somebody asks, if anyone stumbles on this, I don't know. I don't know how the algorithms work on YouTube. I'm not going to edit this, by the way. I don't know how it works, but if you stumble on this and you're wanting to get off of it, then just know I've been through the withdrawal so many times. I've tried to quit so many times. And I was taking anywhere from 10 to, goodness gracious, 30 to 40 grams a day sometimes. I don't even know. I was taking so much of it. Going through bag after bag of powder. So, day one, I'm sticking through it. I'm going to get through the day. So, signing off. I appreciate you watching.